Hi, welcome to the 20th Annual Street Food Fair. Every year, food truck vendors from all across the state arrive ready to sell delicious delights, but none of them know where to park their vehicles. Several of the food trucks have asked for your help in finding the best parking spaces. But beware, there are a lot of food trucks to remember, and some are hidden behind other trucks. Even worse, your opponent is trying to find the best spaces for their group of food trucks and just might frustrate your plans. The Great Food Truck Assembly is a two-player, 18-card worker placement game that plays in about 15 to 30 minutes and is designed by me, Katie Andrews. During setup, you will shuffle the 9 food truck cards to create a 3x3 grid known as the parking lot. There are 3 actions on each food truck. You can move the food truck orthogonally, you can move the food truck diagonally, or you can flip the food truck to reveal the food truck hiding behind it. Each player has 2 meeples they are controlling. You have your main meeple and your helper meeple. Your main meeple can only move to a food truck orthogonally from the food truck it currently occupies, and the helper meeple can only move to a food truck diagonally from the food truck it currently occupies. Your meeples do not have to move food trucks during your turn, but they do have to move to an unoccupied action of the food truck they would like to stay on. When players move their meeples to different food trucks, they will also land on an unoccupied action of the truck they are moving to and will immediately perform that action. An example turn would look something like this. Player 1 moves their main meeple from the flip action to the move orthogonally action on the same food truck. The player will now immediately move the food truck to its new parking spot in the parking lot. All meeples, including your opponents, will move with the food trucks if they are on food trucks that are being moved. As an optional action, after performing one of the 3 required actions on the food trucks, you may activate the food truck's special menu if it has one. Not all food trucks have a special menu, and you may only perform the special menu ability of a food truck if the meeple you moved during your turn occupies it at the end of its movement. The goal of the game is to complete the 3 parking receipt cards that are randomly drawn at the beginning of the game for each player. Parking receipts tell you exactly where you should be parking the food trucks by the food depicted on the card. If at any time that the food trucks in the parking lot match the locations on a parking receipt, you may complete that parking receipt by placing it face up on the table. The winner of the game is the first to complete all 3 of their parking receipt cards. So, as a recap, in the Great Food Truck Assembly, players will move their meeples, perform food truck actions, activate special menu abilities if applicable, and lock in parking receipt cards to win the game. Will you find the best parking spots first?